up, you guys? It's me, Odir, aka the O Review, back at it again. And Netflix, perfect timing, because it's been a few years, and I guess I could say I'm old enough to say this, but who really remembers Scott Pilgrim as of the people of today? Because I don't know if people of today know about it, but I know people who grew up with my age. I know everybody grew up with Scott Pilgrim versus the World. I know about the comic book, and especially the video game, which I kind of recently got on PS5 again because I had to. It was $5. And I can't wait to say I'm actually kind of excited for Scott Pilgrim, the animation, or the anime as they're calling it, which, interesting. Because I know from the little thumbnail I saw before I react to it, it's the actual animation that's like drawn like the comic book, which is going to be interesting. I know all the same voices are returning from the movie, and I guess I can say I hope they could at least do a little bit of differences between the movie and the cartoon, because I know the movie, as iconic as it is, it was a thing of its time, based around the 2000s, and actually capturing the way people were in the early to late 2000s with video games. I know all the nerdiness that was in that movie, especially the fight scenes, which actually hold up to this day, which is kind of weird to say with old CGI, the fact that it's old, but then again, it looks more realistic than the CGI of today. Marvel Studios, DC. I guess I could say I can't wait to see what the animation is going to look like. I hope we get a bit of influence to see what the style is going to be. And I can't wait to see what's going to go on. I hope it goes on for at least 7 episodes, counting the 7 Evil X's. But let's skip all this. Let's get right to the reaction. Alright. Mona, Scott. Feels like they put some new music into it. Oh, that's cool. Gideon. So slick, fluid. Yeah, it makes me want to pick up the controller and play this thing. All the money. And a Street Fighter logo type. November 17. Not too far off. I guess I could say I like it so far from what I've seen. It looks a bit more of the, I don't know what to say, because I feel like it's like 2D, but I guess since it's already taken inspiration from the comic book. And I know it's like in a manga-ish inspired look. I like it. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I feel like the pixelated version of the game actually is kind of like making me look at it like, oh, it's nice. Where are the pixels? I don't know if it's just me, but still. I like that everybody's coming back to voice it. I know we're going to get this for today's world, but at least I know that they're playing it safe with this. I know they're going to be like an actual translation of the comic book. I don't know if they're going to include... I can tell from a little piece of the trailer that they included a new song into it. I hope they can try to at least keep us going with the early 2000s music with The Rock. I know the whole Sex Bomb band is going to at least have a couple of old tracks in the movie, especially during the 5 and 6 fight. And I can't wait. I'm not too big on it for right now because I know it's animation, and it feels like, damn, this would have been good to see in live action, but we kind of got that, and I guess we're getting it like in reverse now. Since I know everything animated would have looked good in live action, as I'm seeing certain things like Spider-Verse, Ninja Turtles, maybe if I can count the DC animations. They're cool and all animated, which I feel like animation has a higher technique of storytelling than actual live action, because in animation anything is limitless, and I know everything's gonna look powerful and unique in its animation form, but I don't know, I feel like the video game inspired aspect of the movie is the thing that I'm like, I remember being iconic for, because I used to be a fan of old school Nintendo video games. I already had like the Game Boy and everything. I was like, oh, this is familiar. Even the verses, whenever the verses would pop up in the middle of the fights, that's still iconic, but I don't know. I hope it actually gains that type of influence in the animation. but we'll see how it goes from there. Alright guys, that's all for today. Leave a like and subscribe. All my social media is in the description down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.